I want to take some time to establish just a few norms for our conversation together. The first, I think, goes without saying. We need to be respectful of teacher. Teachers don't normally bring their work to the table, their students' work, in such a public way, particularly work that's ongoing, particularly work about which one has a question. And so we want to attend to being respectful in our comments. We also want to make sure, I think, that we all contribute to substantive discourse. And by that I mean, let's resist offering only blanket praise or sort of silence. Let's be really specific. And so if things are working well, let's say exactly how we think it's working well. If we've got some constructive criticism to offer, let's be really specific in how we offer that. And then finally, let's remember that what we want to do here is offer feedback in such a way that it's credible, that it's usable, that it's actionable. Because our job here is to give feedback that a teacher can actually use. The other thing that I hope happens is that we sort of indirectly get feedback on our own practice. All right, Chicha, you have the floor.
What you're going to see are students seated in groups of 4, which is the norm for the classroom, in going over the work that they have been assigned to do the night before. And it's particularly a group of questions. There are 8 questions that are dealing with the concept of scientific notation. And importantly, they are taken from the real world. And students have access to technology. They have access to a graphing calculator. It is part of the Interactive Mathematics program, which is an integrated high school program, college preparatory mathematics, problem-based. We are very close to the end of the unit in this particular lesson, and it's a unit that's entitled All About Alice. And the metaphor is taken from Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, in particular her predicament in which she grows, and she eats an ounce of cake, and she grows, and then she drinks an ounce of beverage, and she gets smaller. And this is tied into exponentiation, which is kind of an interesting adventure rather than the abstract, cut and dried mathematics that often is the case. Let's see. I'm interested, as you watch the video, that you notice how the students are communicating. Not just communicating with me, how they're communicating with each other, what they're saying, what is the depth of their mathematical content, how much do they understand. And then, more importantly, from when I listen to what they say, what can I glean as to did they learn what I thought I taught them, if that is making any sense. There's a portion in there that I'd like you to pay attention to. They do something called a focused free write. It is a way to put on paper the thoughts that are in your mind. So the communication that is going on between the students and between me and to the classroom is what I have a particular interest in trying to turn that into a form of assessment.
Chicha, you said that you wanted us to look at whether or not they learned what you thought you had taught them. Could you say in one sentence the outcome of this particular lesson, what you hoped would happen?
The ability to use scientific notation.
Okay.
Both as a large number and as a small number.
This sets us up nicely, I think, to see the video. Chicha actually introduced another part of the protocol that I just want to make explicit right now. She's asked a